Hello, you're watching DH Newsroom. Today we're going to discuss the Karnataka Hate Speech and Hate Crimes Bill. It's been passed in the Assembly today, and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar has said about the bill that it aims to safeguard constitutional values and curb provocative political discourse. My colleague Bharat Joshi is going to be joining us today. He has been tracking all the political developments around this bill inside and outside the Assembly. Bharat, can you tell us what happened in the Assembly today?
Sure. Discussion on the hate speech bill was initiated by Home Minister Dr. G. Parameshwara this afternoon. He made a balanced argument in favor of the bill. He quoted the Supreme Court on the dangers of hate speeches. He said hate speeches had resulted in murders and violence. He also said that hate speeches have no place in modern societies. When members of the opposition were speaking, there were two disruptions. One, during the debate, Ambedkar came up. There was an exchange on whether or not Congress defeated Ambedkar in an election. So some time was spent on that. Then Urban Development Minister B.S. Suresh said BJP MLAs had burned the coastal region, which is a communally sensitive part of the state, and he said that they shouldn't do the same thing in the Assembly. That led to pandemonium, and BJP members jumped into the well of the House in protest. I don't know what the urgency was, but Speaker U.T. Khadar passed the bill when this was happening, although discussion and debate was incomplete. Later on, the BJP demanded further discussions on the bill. They also asked for the bill to be sent to a House committee. The Speaker did not agree. And the opposition walked out. That's what happened today.
ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕೊಲೆಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮುದಾಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಡೆದಾಟಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು ಸಮುದಾಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ರಾಜಕೀಯದ ಸಭೆ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕವಾದಂತ ಸಭೆ ಇರಬಹುದು. If that speech creates an hatred of another community, another individual, is that what we want? ಅದು ಬೇಕಾ ನಮಗೆ? ಆ ಕಾನೂನು ಬಹುಶಃ ತಡಿಬಹುದೇನೋ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಬಿಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ 19(1)(a) ಏನಿದೆ, ಅಭಿವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ, ಇದರ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ವೈಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸತತವಾಗಿ 75 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಕಾರ್ಟೂನ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾರ್ಟೂನ್, ನೋ ಕಾರ್ಟೂನ್. ಒಂದ್ ರೀತಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆಗೆ ಸ್ವೇಚ್ಛಾಚಾರ, ಬೇಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಜೈಲ್. ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವ ಅಂಗೀಕರಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಧೇಯಕ ದೊರಕಿದೆ.
So what is the history of this bill? Have there been any attempts in the past to criminalize hate speech in Karnataka?
Well, we must understand that this Congress government in Karnataka has strong ideological positions on a few things. Fake news and hate speech are two areas where this government wants to legislate. We must also note that the Congress had promised in its 2023 manifesto that decisive action will be taken against hatred. Fake news bill has been drafted, but it is yet to take a final shape. But now we have in front of us the hate speech bill. This is the first such bill in Karnataka aimed at fighting hate speech. So yes, this is the first such attempt on this front.
Okay. So as per this bill, hate speech and hate crimes are now non-bailable offences. And also section 4 of the bill states that the police can take people into preventive custody even before a crime has been committed to maintain law and order. So has there been such precedence of the police taking activists into preventive custody in the past?
Yes, the CRPC, which is now BNSS, had provisions that empowered authorities to prevent individuals and groups of people from assembling or entering a particular place based on intelligence that their presence will cause a law and order situation. So in the past, we've seen the Bangalore police barring the likes of Asaduddin Owaisi and Praveen Togadia from making speeches in the city. So a similar provision has been made in this hate speech bill as well.
Right. So what does the BJP have to say about this bill? R. Ashoka, opposition leader, he stoned the bill in Parliament.
Yes.
In the Assembly. What is the BJP's position on this?
The opposition fears that this law will be used as a weapon against them. That's the word they used. Their concern their concern lies in the definitions provided in the bill. For example, the leader of the opposition wondered what ill will really is, or how one can define ill will. The opposition also pointed out that the BNS, which replaced the IPC, already has provisions to deal with hate speech. So that's predominantly what they fear will happen once this becomes a law. The police powers under this bill, Ashoka said that the police will become Hitlers if this becomes a law. So that is their concern.
In this particular bill, hate crimes have not been clearly listed out. So, for example, mob lynching, is that included in this bill?
No. Mob lynching does not figure in this bill, but hate crime, it has, it's a very broad definition that the bill has for hate crime. The bill says that hate crime means communication of hate speech, making, publishing, circulating, or any act of promoting, propagating, inciting, abetting, attempting hate speech to cause disharmony or feelings of enmity or hatred or ill will against any person, dead or alive.
Right.
So, I mean, a lot can come under this definition.
Bharat, Section 5 of this bill holds organizations also responsible for hate speech. So, can this be used against, let's say, members of the RSS or the Bajrang?
My reading of this section says yes to your question. This is what Section 5 says. If the person committing an offense is an organization or an institution, then every person connected with that organization or institution will be held responsible for hate crime. And what is the punishment for hate crime? It's stringent. We are looking at a minimum 1 year jail term, extendable up to 7 years with a fine of 50,000. Repeat offences will see 2 to 10 years in jail and a fine of 1 lakh. It's also important how organization or institution has been defined in the bill. It says that organization or institution includes association of persons, whether registered or not.
And RSS is not registered.
RSS is not registered, and it is an association of persons or a body of individuals. That's what the RSS chief, right, Dr. Mohan Bhagwat, said when he was in the city recently. So, yes, this can be used against such organizations.
And just to stay on Section 5, the bill doesn't go into specific offences that organizations can be held responsible for. So can this also be used against journalists and activists, for example?
There is a provision in the bill empowering the government to issue takedown orders to the media. Any content that is deemed to contain hate speech should be removed. There is a provision to that effect in the bill. Also, communication of hate speech will be considered a hate crime. So, I think we in the media should be worried about that.
Right. Thanks for joining us, Bharat.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode. For more updates on this story, don't forget to follow DeccanHerald.com. Don't forget to like and share the video and hit the bell icon so you receive all the videos.